Hey, Glen. Hey, Chris. Hey, New Aviation friends. Is this what you've been cooking for the last little while?
It is, and it's almost done.
What's on the window?
We're down to the point.
Can I open the window?
Yep. We're down to the point where all we have to do is weigh it.
That's it?
That's it.
That's exciting.
Putting the cowl on means we're done.
I'm getting in.
Okay, I'm looking for the scales. Now, the last job before we fly it is to weigh it and do the weight and balance. So you'll notice that the plane is in a bit of a nose down attitude. That's straight and level flight. A little bit more, Chris. There we go. Still 0.1 over. A little bit more. Up there. 0. So where did we end up, Chris?
It goes at 0. Okay, we can go 15, 51. We're within a pound, wasn't it? What was it last time?
13.
No, but the initial weight.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so the initial weight
Okay,
was 1550.
So we're
initial weight the first time.
So we're 1550.
Yep. Yep, for sure.
1550 minus 255 pounds for fuel.
Fuel load was in, where was it down here? Where did I put it? Right here. Fuel load's 234 pounds.
Yeah.
At 48 inches. So we'll just calculate that out right now. We'll make this piece of paper right.
So a little bit of math, but we're about 1,300 pounds. So there's more than just the total weight involved in this. You have to take the weight on each wheel, and then you have to measure the distance each wheel is from the firewall, and then do some calculations that Chris is pretty quick with. And so he figures out, you know, what each wheel was, total weight, equations. So the math calculations are really important. They have to go in the logbook. It's what you use every time you fly to make sure that you're flying within the center of gravity limits of the aircraft so that you're not struggling to control it or it's dangerous.
So it's positively stable, right? And it's the envelope for the aircraft, so you remain positive stable.
Great. So you want to stay within that envelope. This is very important stuff, and it's the last thing that we have to do before we can take it out and fly it.
Again.
Well, I think we were 1333 before.
13 was 1335.6, and now we're 1316.
So we did lose a little weight.
Yeah, and then the center of gravity was 36.7 inches, and now it's 36.6 inches.
So we moved 0.1 of an inch.
Yeah. And weighed by the same guy in the same shop. 6 months difference. So if the temperature makes any difference, or it was summer versus winter.
So with all the work we did, we didn't really change much at all with the weight and balance.
As far as center of gravity is
Yeah.
concerned, yeah. Which, I remember we talked a little bit, I had concerns about the
You
rack
had
in the back
yeah.
and everything like that. So it moved to 0.1 of an inch.
Because
so
we
talked at length, ad nauseum, regarding 0.1 of an inch.
So maybe not as lightweight as we were looking for. We still came in at about 1,300 pounds empty weight, which with only 2 people in the plane and full fuel, it still gives me 340 pounds of baggage in the back, which is camping gear, bikes, etc., etc. I still think we did pretty well. So this is the logbook.
This is the logbook. So the technical log. So we're here at our last inspection.
Okay.
This is what was a few episodes ago, I think. And so we're here.
So
now.
that was the annual we did.
That was the annual right there.
Right at the very beginning, that was the annual.
Yeah.
Okay.
So back in July. So since then we've done all of this work.
Okay, so wait, and there's more because it goes over to this page.
Yeah. We have to fill in the compass card when we go outside.
Okay.
So other than that, she's ready to go, and we need a signature there. So that's good. Now, release tags. This is the release tags You know, probably 90% of them. Some of the smaller ones that I have in stock they're documented differently, but they're there.
So that's all paperwork that I have to carry in the plane that tells whoever wants to...
Not so much carry it in, but keep with the technical record that shows the traceability, so we can take the you know, in this case was this is the transponder that's in there. So this here item takes it right to the quality assurance person that signed it out of the factory.
So if something happens, we can trace it back to where it came from, exactly where it came from.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so then here, that's mostly modifications. There's a couple directives we did. Right?
Okay.
That's part of the entry as well. Now this is the different STCs. So there's the modifications we made to the airplane. So the Dynon system.
Yep.
Right. We put the SkyTech starter system on. We did the plane power alternator and regulator modification. We put door stewards on. We put on the windshield without the center strap, the Great Lakes Aero. Right, this is the Selkirk extended baggage was a modification. The Bass harnesses were a modification, and then we have numerous what I would consider to be minor mods that don't qualify. You know, that use PMA parts in the case of the LED light.
Okay.
The carb heat cable is an aftermarket PMA part, and so just for the information you need for those individual things, you know. So I don't consider them to be minor mods, but they warrant some instruction down the road. Yeah, and so that's it. She's a sign off, ready to go.
You heard that. Signed off, ready to go. It's pretty broken.
Grab your tow bar.
Edenville traffic, Foxtrot Mike Victor uniform, backtrack 3-1.
All right, so we're good. We're on runway heading here, roughly 303, close enough. Bags are on both, mixture's rich, carb's cold. Do one last check on that. That's good. Flaps for takeoff, fuel's on both. Doors, windows, harnesses, and we're good. All right. Here we go. All right, full power, 22. And airspeed, where's airspeed here? Coming alive, okay, yep, we're good. There you go. Little trim. And Glenn, I gotta say, it's your airplane. You have control. I have control. I wasn't ready. Well, what was there to get ready for? Your hair looks good, your hands are clean. There I am. Look at that. Feels pretty good. It does feel pretty good. So we'll just do a quick circuit, low and over, and it can keep us close to the field kind of thing for now. Okay. So let's give it a turn crosswind there. All right, let's. We got good clear skies here. Let's keep a climb going up in this area. Okay, we're gonna stay, and we're gonna like not to unnerve you, but we're gonna kind of stay close to the airport. All right, I have control. You have control. Set yourself up for your stalls here. Okay, AOA calibration. Okay, so we need to do sort of a level flight. Yeah. And we should go 5 degrees up and 5 degrees down as we fly along. Okay. And we should do that for a little bit, and then we do a stall. Okay, so can we zero? Can we zero here? Oh, no. Oh, okay, so 5 up is going to be, all right, so 5 up. So first? 5 up is right there, yeah. Okay, here we go. There you go, and then come down. And just back down, oscillate it? Just oscillate it, yep. And then you're down 5. Okay. Yep, and then come back up. How about there? That's neutral? Yep. Okay. And that's it? Do that maybe 2 more times. Okay, 5. Down. There we go. One more time? One more time. got her.
Okay.
When are you ready for a stall? Can we do a Hazel or?
Yeah, we should do a Hazel.
Okay. All right. Okay. And power off, stall. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like no speed. The horn. And there's the stall.
Level it out. And we stalled. Now we're back.
Let's watch your angle of attack work.
There we go. So we're green. Now we're in the yellow.
Oh.
Oh! Thank you, Chris.
Gotta come down somehow. And the angle of attack works. In the spin, and that was in red. Nice. You want to rip her out a little bit? Just give her a feel. Go ahead, she's all yours.
She's fine.
Yeah.
So I mean, for the most part, this is hands off, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's set up
Yeah.
pretty nicely.
And Evo traffic, Fox Mike Victor uniform, circuit altitude, approximately 2 miles north. We're going to cross overhead left downwind. Runway 31 at Edenville, it's Fox Mike Victor uniform. And someone out there, he's like way off center line. He's this, he's that. Just say he was distracted.
Send that to Julie. Let her know that we. Okay, our alt warning light just came on.
RPM under.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wheels sound fantastic. So that it looks like the alternator when we were doing it before, when we were doing the stall, it turned on.
Yep.
And it seemed like 600 is the number. Like as soon as it pops under 600, it almost lights up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's empty. I got my space back.
Chris has his space back. The test flight was successful.
Full success, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. We didn't find a drop oil in the cowl, nothing. The engine ran smoothly. The temperatures are in Celsius and the distances are in kilometers, and so it looks a little foul to me. But from what I can tell, everything was okay. We'll get them, sorted out so we got numbers that I know how to deal with.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch all of the things over to Fahrenheit
Yeah.
for the engine temperatures, because all of that stuff in the book is in Fahrenheit.
Yeah. And then what about the knots? Was it in knots before?
It's in knots.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So the book.
No, the book's in miles.
Yeah. So switch it to miles. The knots are nice, but your book's reading in miles.
Okay.
And so it's sort of at a glance thing. It's that's one up to you. But I would think that because in the event of an emergency and Mike's flying with you or whatever, he reaches over because something goes wrong, pulls out the POH, and a quick glance says my glide speed is this.
Miles per hour.
Yeah,
and it should
so
be miles.
It takes that little element out of it.
Yep.
So.
Okay. So that's it for this episode. Now that the plane's done, I have to retrain myself because it's been a while since I've flown regularly. So I've got a flight trainer, Mike.
Mike, what's some of his last name?
Mike Verk.
Mike Kirk, yeah.
He's coming in, and I'm going to fly with him for, I don't know, as many hours as it takes for me to feel comfortable flying this plane again. So
we
move.
rebuild Glen.
We'll rebuild me. Hopefully it won't take 7 months like it did the airplane. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.